Welcome to the fourth trimester. I'm Ellie Cross, a registered nurse, Duke certified health and well-being coach, and the founder of Whole Person Postpartum. I'm thrilled to introduce this special six-part video series designed to support you during the postpartum period. This series aims to empower you with knowledge to ensure your needs aren't overlooked during this exciting and challenging time in a new mother's life. Similar to preparing for pregnancy and birth, understanding what to expect postpartum brings peace of mind and readiness to seek support if and when necessary. Although most birthing parents will not encounter complications during this time, let's face it, even when the postpartum period is free of complications, there is still sleep deprivation and major hormonal shifts, making this time a bit of a whirlwind. And too often we see mom's needs getting lost in the shuffle as the attention shifts to the newborn. But while you're likely familiar with the saying, it takes a village to raise a child, the reality is that the village is actually meant to be there for the mother, keeping her needs in mind and caring for her while she cares for the baby. After all, when the mother's needs are met, the baby's needs are met. So, this first presentation is going to look at building out that essential support system for you so that you can get the care you deserve. Your options for postpartum care and support include both formal and informal options. Formal support involves licensed professionals, such as the ones I've listed here. But getting the support you need isn't just about who you have supporting you, it's also about the quality of support you're receiving. So, in addition to thinking about the individual players in your support system, I'd like to share with you some tips on how you can really maximize the support you have, whether you have a lot of people supporting you or just a few. When it comes to maximizing your formal support, it's important to advocate for yourself by asking lots of questions and being in tune with what your body is telling you, so that if you feel something is off, you seek help promptly. Plenty of issues can arise before your 6 week appointment, so don't wait them out and risk something developing into an even bigger problem. Also, healing does not necessarily end at the 6 week mark. The postpartum period, by many definitions, is the full first year after giving birth, and many women report it takes at least 2 years before they begin to feel like themselves again. What's normal varies from individual to individual, so please don't compare your journey to that of other moms you know. On that note, please check out the blog I wrote regarding the differences in the terms common and normal. Keeping this distinction in mind can help you to be a better advocate for yourself during this time. Your informal support comes from your partners, friends, family, and the like. To maximize your support from this group of people, you want to start by thinking about each person's strengths versus weaknesses. Imagine you're looking at a Venn diagram of what you need and what they can offer, and you're looking for the sweet spot where the two overlap. Next, you deserve to have all of your needs met, but expecting just one person to meet them all can be asking a lot. So I encourage you to widen your inner circle as much as you feel comfortable with. This will also make it easier to play to the strengths and weaknesses of each individual. Sometimes people might offer to help and you say, "Yeah, that'd be great." But then crickets. And now you can't help but to think that they were being insincere with their offer. But before writing them off, try getting really specific and see if it makes a difference. People aren't so great with ambiguity. By being specific and giving people a plan to follow, you avoid leaving it up to them to decide what would or would not be helpful, and thus they're more likely to take action. Now that you've given them a clear plan to follow, try to be as flexible with the execution of the plan as possible. When people help but they do things differently than you would have, ask yourself, is it wrong or is it just not the preferred method? Is the wrongness a safety issue or an annoyance? Can I prioritize getting rest over things being just right, at least temporarily? Furthermore, people learn by doing. You can show your partner how to properly diaper the baby 100 times and they still do it wrong. But if they do it wrong and they get peed on, well, that's a powerful motivator to step up their game. So long as it's not a safety issue, try not to jump in and fix everything. Let mistakes be teaching opportunities. The last thing I want to mention in regards to flexibility is that although we are all preach the importance of babies having a routine, remember that a routine can still be a routine even if there's variation in how people complete the various steps. My last tip is aimed at making things easier for yourself and for everyone else. For every to do list you make, try to craft an equally long stop doing list. Now is a great time to not do the dishes and use paper plates instead. Rather than folding all the laundry, just sort it into drawers or bins. Perhaps rather than going for a walk, your dog would be equally as satisfied with a new puzzle toy. You don't have to have a ton of money to outsource. Just get curious around our beliefs about what has to happen and be creative. Again, all of these workarounds can be temporary, and they don't mean you're lazy. They mean you know what your priorities are, and you're being smart about using strategies that will let you do more of what matters most. I'd like to end this presentation with a reflection. How hard or easy is it for you to ask for or accept help? It's important to take some time to reflect on this because the availability of help matters little if it's not accepted. Not asking for or accepting help is prevalent in our current culture, driven by the supermom myth. What does this myth sound like in action? Well, think of a t shirt or a Mother's Day card with the slogan, Moms can do it all. It sounds flattering enough, but these messages often get internalized as, you can do it all, so you should do it all, or else you're not doing it right. Not only is that not true, but the fact is you were never meant to mother alone. In other countries with far superior maternal and infant health outcomes, new parents receive extensive familial support in addition to the essential systemic supports such as paid parental leave and affordable childcare. In the US, we lack these critical societal measures required for family well being. Therefore, it's important not to add to the challenges we face by allowing these cultural myths to deny us support on the personal level as well. So let's take a powerful stand against the supermom myth and overcome the notion that seeking help is an admittance of laziness, failure, or weakness. And remember, it's essential for well being. And again, when your needs are met, the baby's needs are met. The postpartum period is both beautiful and challenging, and support is crucial for navigating it successfully. I hope this series equips you with tools to advocate for yourself confidently and maximize your support. Your feedback is invaluable, so please share your thoughts on the anonymous feedback forms linked under each video. Thank you for joining me, and I encourage you to explore the rest of the videos in this series. Feel free to reach out with any questions or for additional resources. I'd be happy to help.